Soldiers, let's get out of here!
They came back, only to run off again. I wonder what it is they are looking for.
It would seem we have beat those scavengers to the treasure they sought.
We need to work on your discipline. The battlefield is not like the arena. Showing off will only get you killed.
Showing off instills fear in your enemies and inspires your allies with courage. In the arena or on the battlefield, this is how you win.
We'll win by taking calculated risks and working together. You can't go off on your own in the heat of battle.
Hide behind your shield all you want, Quinturio. I will fight as I fight.
Good day to you, my friend. May I interest you in some finely crafted metalwork by local artisans? I am called Voithos. Your name marks you as a person of great distinction. It is my honor to meet you. Correct. I am both. A priest of Hephaestus, the god of carpenters, craftsmen, artisans, and indeed smiths. It is my view that in order to pay full and proper tribute to Hephaestus Clitotechnes, one must practice at least one of his crafts. I endeavor to practice them all. Though I have dedicated myself to the lame one, I both love and admire Apollon. Both are gods of creation, of art and beauty. There is no temple here to Hephaestus, but his works are carried out every day to the benefit of everyone. I would not sell anything that I create. My hands and all that they make belong to Hephaestus. I give it away freely to those in great need. But in the mercantile arts, I have found a way to sustain myself, as all men must do. Some of these items were donated to me, others I have purchased in order to resell. Finely wrought jewelry, sturdy tools, sharp weapons, items of pride and importance. Would you like to take a look? I would be thrilled to part with some of my materials. It is my duty and my pleasure to promote the art of smithing and other crafts. Of tools I have plenty. How many do you need?
Good day to you, honored Romans. Have you need of food or medicine? I am Alexius. I buy cured meats and medicinal herbs from the villages of Mysia and sell them here under the gaze of Apollon Phoebus. I have no wine, I'm afraid. But if you ever find yourself in our neighboring region of Troas, there is a very good vintner in a village on the coast. Her name is Callis. I've purchased from her in the past.
The Man Crusher! You are the Man Crusher, aren't you? You? Who are you supposed to be? I am talking to the Man Crusher.
It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Wait, what? Man crusher? Are you serious? That's a euphemism, surely.
I'm afraid not. And nothing good ever came out of that name. I greet you, young man. I was indeed known as the Man-Crusher of Halicarnassus. But my past life is a distant memory now. Tell your master I don't fight for sport anymore.
Cheater! I'm not here to hire you. I'm here for vengeance.
I have so many questions.
Tigres, son of Diocles, son of Diodorus, spear thrower and Pancration athlete. Champion, of course.
Diodorus, you are his grandchild. Is he still alive?
Grief has turned him into a husk of the man he once was, but he is indeed still alive. Cheater!
I used to be a wrestler. I was pretty good at it too. I represented my hometown, Halicarnassus, in the Olympic Games. With honor, mostly.
Honor? What do you know of honor? It is because of you. My grandfather suffers now.
Before I was sold as a servus, I was the champion of my people, adored and envied by many. Obviously, no one was bold enough to challenge me, especially when it came to Pancration.
Until my grandfather faced you, and you had to cheat in order to preserve your fame and fortune.
I did what I was told. I was young and I thought I'd bring honor to my city.
You were a gladiator? You look nothing like a gladiator. How did you survive?
It was a long time ago, Bestia, and I wasn't a gladiator. I was an athlete, competing in the Olympiads.
I have seen free citizens fight in the arena. You competed for a prize in a kind of arena. Like a gladiator.
The Man-Crusher of Halicarnassus was going to face my grandfather in the games. Everyone knew he'd lose, for Diodorus was the greatest wrestler Cos has ever produced.
He was formidable. And frankly, for the first time in my life, I was afraid of losing. They sent me to the games and told me, come back with a trophy, or do not come back at all. Not Exactly. I didn't even face him. I stole the trophy.
You did what?
I certainly didn't see this coming. Cinerus is a thief, huh?
I reject that characterization of me. I've stolen only once. That hardly constitutes a habit. You should know, young man. As a result of my actions, Halicarnassus was expelled from the Union. I've paid for my crimes.
I am told you were exiled and sold as a service. That still doesn't satisfy my grandfather's honor. The trophy belongs to my family. Give it back!
This event was a lifetime ago. Even if the trophy was still in Halicarnassus, my exile remains in place. They wouldn't let me in.
I, Pigres, accept this challenge in my grandfather's name. He is a frail old man who can barely lift his finger now. But you can accept me as an extension of his will.
Wait. Pigres is a professional wrestler in his prime. Cinerus, however formidable, is an old man. He doesn't stand a chance against Pigres. It's not fair.
You're right, Kenturio, but what is? Perhaps this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I finally pay for my crimes.
Let us make it fair then. I shall represent Cineros.
Why would I fight you? You are not a side in this conflict. It is Cineros who committed the offense. It is Cineros who should fight.
I may not know anything about your customs, but I know what you are. You are the Aurorus' champion. Now accept me as Cineros' champion.
This is my fight. My crime to atone for. But if Bestia insists, I will accept.
If that's the case, it's surely not Pigres' fight either.
But it is my fight. Stand aside, please. Let us begin. Show me what you know, Pigres.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. Get up, old man! Show me if there's still anything left of the man-crusher in you!
Your grandfather has trained you well.
Time is a harsh mistress, it seems. It has left you shriveled and defenseless.
Oh, I felt that in my old bones, that's for sure. But I'm not done yet. My arm. You broke my arm. Help me stand.
You have been rightfully defeated, Cineros, the man-crusher. Do not show your face on this soil again.
They say in Persia there's only one god.
Nonsense. What happened to all the other gods then?
I don't know. Maybe that one god ate them all.
Ate them? That's bizarre. Why would one of their gods eat the others?
Maybe he was hungry, I don't know. Don't ask me, I'm not Persian.
Why did you even bring this up?
I just thought it was interesting. Anyway, I'm hungry. Let's find something to eat.
She's been sick for 2 days now. The healer is always busy when I come.
Listen, there's a dull quality to our footsteps here. I think there is a chamber beneath our feet.
Have you sacrificed anything today?
Not yet. How long do I have to keep doing this?
Until the gods forgive you.
Help! Anyone! The temple is burning down! Thank the gods you are here! You must help us! The temple is burning! Oh, thank you!
This is a fine mess. We can use the water from those barrels. Come, let's stop the fire before it spreads.
Oh, thank you! If it weren't for you, our temple would be ashes now. Somebody set the temple on fire. Not all of the locals are fond of Apollon. They believe the temple is built on an old pathway to Hades. According to some, the temple is blocking the way to Hades and keeping the dead from reaching their intended destination. Such a selfless act warrants a reward. Please, take this.
This is Mithridates' signature. Theophilus is secretly corresponding with the king.
With these letters in hand, I could potentially forge a similar letter. That way we might be able to lure Mithridates away from his men. But we should discuss this under more private circumstances.
It is unusual to see a Roman soldier here in these times. Are we not at war with Rome? I am honored to meet you. My name is Rhianus. I am a disciple of Theophilus. Why do you ask? Perhaps you've passed through my home region, but I should be very surprised if so. I hail from a small village in the mountains, a day's travel east of Adramyttion. I have a great deal of family there. It is fortunate that Apollon gifted me a keen mind, or I would be there still, herding sheep for my uncle.
It seems our vandalism paid off. This chamber looks like it used to be open to the air. I wonder why it was sealed.
A Roman officer at my temple. I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Musia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexikakos. Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Praegonius Mauro, was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away. Well, I say enough. With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Maro, and the people love me for it. They love Mithridates Megas. Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken. So it seems.
Strategos! Over here, please. I must speak to you. Thank you for stopping. You are the Strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus. My name is Zenobia. I am the widow of Preconius Maro, the rightful governor of Musia, whom Theophilus murdered. I beseech you to help me exact my revenge upon Theophilus. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. If you will help me kill Theophilus, in return, I promise to break the alliance with Pontus. Well, I find that word distasteful. But yes, in essence. I do not. Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. That is why I need your help. He has such meetings occasionally, as any politician does. It might be possible to trick him somehow into thinking King Mithridates wants a meeting in secret.
We did find those secret letters, and I could potentially forge a similar one based on them. But we should discuss this under more private circumstances.
Theophilus knows me, and he knows that I resent him. But many of the priests here dine with him. Perhaps one of them can be tricked or threatened to help you? You cannot be seen to strike first. If the people turn against us, I will not be able to regain control. If you can provoke him to attack you, so you can be seen to kill him in self-defense, you might get away with it. We are not close. Perhaps someone here in this temple can give you what you need. Thank you, Legate. My husband was a loyal servant of Rome. He wasn't perfect, but he cared deeply for his people. He did not deserve to be cut open in the night like cattle.
A moment of your time, please. I have come to apologize for Bigres's behavior. My grandchild can be disrespectful and reckless. Please forgive him. I am proud of the child. He's even better than I ever was. The fact that he triumphed over the man-crusher warms my heart. That was not a fair fight, however. I demand to face Cineros myself. It is not the winning that matters. I am an athlete. I want a fair competition.
It is a reminder of my past life. A stain I can't clean up. I have an idea for how we can solve this conflict without death.
You can't know that.
I am physically superior to you, Diodoros. But what if we fight with our minds instead?
A mind fight?
Pancration is for young girls looking for a husband. We're both too old for that kind of spectacle.
True. So what do you propose, Man-Crusher?
Riddles. One shall pose 3 questions to the other. He who answers them all correctly will be the winner.
Since I'm the one challenging, I should ask the questions. It's only fair.
That's reasonable. I'm ready for your questions, Diodoros. Make them difficult, so you will be convinced of my victory in the end.
Consider this thing which is all about, but can never be seen. It can be captured, yet cannot be held. It has no throat, but you can hear it.
It probably moves. What moves and cannot be held? The wind. That's the answer.
Correct. Your second question follows. Consider a beast which devours all other beasts. It gnaws on iron and grinds stones to dust. It slays king and ruins town. It even beats mountains down.
Many beasts can destroy things. Everything. Everything that ever existed, even gods. By Kronos, that can only be time.
You are strong in mind, Cineros. I did not expect that. Your answer is correct. And now for your last question. Consider Alexandros Megas. When he conquered Gordion, how did he unravel the knot?
That's an odd riddle. There are a few ways you can solve knot riddles, but how can I know without actually witnessing the event? Let us eliminate the obvious wrong answer. How could we even know that? Chances are the question is a trap. Didn't Alexandros cut the knot?
You win, Cineros the Man-Crusher. It turns out you were the superior contestant after all.
I probably wasn't the superior contestant back then. I was afraid, my friend. And my fear brought shame both to Kos and Halicarnassus.
Thank you for admitting that, and for allowing an old man to compete one final time.
And I thank you, Diodoros, for allowing me to redeem myself. My mind is at ease now. Wale.
Our way, Legate. Our way.
Legate, I need your advice and perhaps permission. There's a personal matter I need to address. Can you guide me? I'm a gladiator. You will tell me that I am a free citizen now and no longer a Serluus. That much I know, and I am truly happy for it. I do have a goal in life, but I do not know how I can achieve that goal without training. It is my belief that Cineros can provide the skills I need.
That's what I've been telling him.
The ability of a gladiator is measured by his ability to survive. Nothing else matters. I have never seen a gladiator as old as Cineros. And he's still fighting. Clearly I can learn many things from him.
But, Bestia, I was an athlete, not a gladiator.
Different words, same thing. I am looking for someone. We were sold together as Soe. Now that I'm free, I would like to find her. It stands to reason that she's free too now. But I know neither her name nor her location. That quest goes beyond the skills of a gladiator. I do remember loving her. And then I remember resenting her. I was a child. I do not remember much. I want to learn whatever my Magister decides to teach me. It is not for me to choose lessons. I shall learn whatever skill is necessary for me to learn, including accounting if necessary.
I do not know what I can teach, Bestia Tabat. But with your permission, I'm willing to do what I can.
Excellent.
Very well. I shall try to teach you to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Magister.
I've been examining those letters we found hidden in the Temple of Apollon. I am confident I could forge Mithridates' handwriting based on this. It's certainly worth the attempt. In the worst-case scenario, he will see through the ruse and stay put. But if he does take the bait and come alone, we could apprehend him then, solving the matter with no bloodshed. That is an intriguing thought. You did cleverly avoid making any promises to Zenobia, I noticed. As a mere means to an end, forcing Theophilus to switch sides is just as good as putting Zenobia in his place. I shall begin at once. It will not take long, I think.
Good to see you again. Any news about our agreement? Oh, this is a clever ploy. I didn't expect this at all. Very good. Yes, I believe I can ensure this letter makes its way to him. You plan to kill him there? be honest, I am relieved. Asking for Theophilus to be killed was not in my nature. It was an act of desperation. Removing him without violence is vastly preferable. Theophilus will get this letter from Mithridates. I trust you will take it from there.
You! What is going on here? I did not expect such low deception from a Roman. What do you want? Surely you have not lured me out here just to kill me.
You can keep your life, traitor, but nothing else beside it.
Curse you, woman! I should have known you were behind this all along. Do you not understand that everything I've done was to ensure the safety and prosperity of Musia?
My husband was not perfect, but he was a good man and a wise ruler.
Please, Roman, you have been manipulated. Maro was utterly indifferent to the needs or wishes of the people. He governed only to enrich himself and his closest friends. It wasn't some crime of personal greed. What I did was supported by our peers. The alternative was the deaths of thousands and the destruction of our city.
You think what you did was right just because you surrounded yourself with more cowards?
None of us wanted this war. My only wish is to protect my people. Yes, I swear it by Apollon Alexikakos.
You can't! I demand justice for my husband! He's only saying these things because you have a knife to his throat. He'll turn on you just as he turned on us.
You are not the rightful ruler of Musia, Zenobia. No more than I was. What you've done here today will be visited upon you tenfold when the war is over.
If I can save Musia from the wrath of Rome and restore us to law and order, I will gladly accept any punishment for what I've had to do to achieve it. Please meet me back at the temple, Strategos. We have one more matter to deal with.
These piglets won't feed us for long. We should wait for their parents to return.
What if I told you I could get you into King Mithridates' camp? Utterly unnoticed. I knew you would see the possibilities at once. I just need you to do one small thing while you are there. Theophilus made a terrible pact with Mithridates. Musia was promised rulership over Troas after the war. The agreement was made in writing. If Troas ever learns of this, well, I believe another war will tear us apart. Precisely. I know of a small group of Pontic scouts camped nearby. If you take them by surprise, you should be able to use their uniforms to disguise yourself. That way you and perhaps one of your most trusted people can sneak into Mithridates' main camp.
Not a bad plan, if I'm being honest. Bold, but the best spycraft always is.
It would be kept either in the king's personal tent or with his scribe. And I have inherited the consequences of his decisions. The contract is made on our city's behalf, and I will be held to account for it. Isn't it obvious? An up-close look at Mithridates' forces. A first-hand head count. You may even catch a glimpse of the king himself. Only stay your hand if you do so. An assassination attempt would be ill-advised in those surroundings.
Mithridates is known as an excellent general. He's the first of Rome's enemies in a long time to truly threaten the peace of the Republic.
Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the siege of Kitsikos.
This man abducted my daughter! We want justice!
Of course I abducted her. It is tradition. This old bastard's trying to sell his daughter. It's ridiculous. I don't have that kind of money.
Well, then you are not fit to marry my daughter. You can't even pay the bride price. What will you do for a living? Abduct other people for ransom? You want to pay for it? But why? I never knew Romans to be this generous.
I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can give in return, but thank you. I will name my firstborn after you. I hope my child will turn out to be as generous as our Roman benefactor.
highly defensible position, but we have the element of surprise. Let's make sure we use it well.
Please, don't kill me. I'll tell you everything. There is. The sentry will ask, has your journey been long? You must answer, we have many more miles to cover towards Rome.
Cheeky bastards.
What? But... fine. Take it. Just spare me. Oh, you are too kind. No one will ever hear of this. I swear it by all the gods.